class, welcome back. I'm excited to have you all here today. Today, we are going to be going over the atoms and the sum. Who can remember how many atoms do you need to make a sum? 2! That's right. Good job, class. Now, we learned a song the other week about atoms and the sum. Who can remember that song? I can? Well, I think today we should sing the chorus again. But we're not going to sing it once. We are going to sing it twice. All right, everybody, let's get ready to go. Ready? The atom and the sum. The atom and the sum. Hi-ho, the numbers, oh, the atoms and the sum. The atoms and the sum. The atoms and the sum. Hi-ho, the numbers, oh, the atoms and the sum. Good job, class! All right, class. Who can remember how to find the missing atom of the sum? I have 2 problems that I want you to solve. I'm going to show them here in just a second. All right, your first problem is going to say 4 plus blank equals 10. And your next problem is going to be 12 plus 4 equals blank. I want you to take out your plain sheet of paper and do your work to solve both of these problems. You can pause here to give yourself some time to solve the problems. All right, class, looks like you solved your problems. Let's now take a look at your answers. Did you get 6 for your first answer? If you did, good job. Now let's take a look at the next one. Did you get 16 for your answer? You did. You guys are amazing. Next, we're going to take a look at a word problem. Let me read it for you guys. It says, Jacob has 5 apples. He picks 9 more off the tree. How many does he have all together? Once again, pause here if you need some time to solve the problem. Now let's take a look at the answer. How many of you got 14 apples for the answer? Great job if you got it right. Have you guys ever noticed that math relates to a lot of real-world problems? For example, like adding apples together. If you go apple picking, you're going to want to know how to add them all together to know how many you have total. Well, today, class, we are going to be creating our very own math word problems. You guys will be assigned different numbers to use, but you will get to pick your very own everyday object and ideas for your problem. Each student will be provided 2 add-ins and a key phrase that you need to use. The key phrases will be these, something like adding to or putting together that you use in your scenario. I am so excited to see all the different problems that you will create and draw out. Let's all stop and think for a minute. What are some good everyday objects that we could use in a word problem? I think I have a few ideas. We could use things like cookies, or dogs, or car keys, or apples, or shoes, or chairs. Oh my goodness, there are so many things to choose from. seat, class. Today, I think I'm going to use shoes as my everyday object. But I better practice how to draw a shoe before I get started. But I'm kind of unsure on how to draw it. Let me think. I have an idea. I'm going to look up a picture of shoes on the internet because then I can see what they look like while I'm drawing. Let's go take a look.
Start by opening up a browser and going to Google. Type in what you would like to look up and go to Images. Once you are there, look around until you find a shoe or, in your case, your own everyday object that you would like to mimic. Once you found what you would like to mimic, open it up and have it open to where you can see while you begin drawing. I recommend beginning with simple shapes or the outline of your object, as I did here. Once you have the outline of your object, begin adding the other details that your object needs. For instance, shoes need shoelaces. Keep adding details as you desire. I will add the sole of the shoe next. After that, I decided that I want my shoes to have the word Nike on the outside, so I drew that in next.
Wow, that picture was really helpful for showing me how to draw a shoe. But I have one more idea of how we could help you draw your everyday object. I'm going to go pick one of my favorite shoes to look at in person. I picked this shoe. This way, I could move the shoe around and look at different angles to help me draw it. If you guys need help drawing your picture like I did, feel free to have your parents or a sibling help you look up the picture online, or you can even go find the object in your house. Alright, now I need to write a word problem using shoes. My assigned add-ins are the number 8 and the number 2. And then the key phrase that I have to use is adding 2. Let me think for a second for some different ideas.
The last thing you will be doing on your planning sheet is writing in your word problem. Mine is going to say, Bree has 8 shoes in her closet. She found 2 more laying around her house, so she added them to her closet. How many will she have altogether?
After I have my problem all written out on my planning sheet and I've practiced drawing my shoes, I am going to draw a depiction of my scenario. Here I go! Wow, look at that, class! I'm all finished! And can I tell you, practicing drawing my everyday object beforehand really helped me when it came to finishing the picture. And the picture helped me solve my problem, and I found out she will have 10 shoes in her closet when she's all done. Now students, here is your time to get your very own turn to write your own word problem. Everybody should have received an email with the criteria that you will get to use for your problem. Make sure you have checked that and you understand what numbers and key phrase to use. Your next step in this adventure is to write down on your planning sheet what everyday object you will use in your problem. You will email me this planning sheet and a final picture of your poster later on. Pause here if you need some time to think of your everyday object. Yay! You all know what your everyday object will be. Good job, class! Up next, I want you to practice drawing that object. Go find the object in your house or look up pictures to help guide you. Feel free to practice all over the box of your planning sheet. Pause here to give yourself some time to practice drawing. Alright students, you should have chosen an everyday object and practiced drawing it already. Now is the time where you get to work on creating your own word problem and drawing the picture depicting your scenario, and lastly, you will solve your own problem. Start by gathering all your supplies. Get out your poster, a pencil, and your art materials. You may choose to draw and color your picture with either colored pencils, crayons, or markers. Next, get ready to come up with your word problem using your everyday object. Feel free to have a parent or sibling help guide you, but you must come up with the ideas. I'm so excited to see all of your wonderful drawings and everyday object math word problems. You guys will be amazing. Please pause here to work and create your poster and solve your problem before going on to the final steps of this assignment. You guys did it! You created your very own word problem, drew it out, and solved it. You guys all deserve a pat on the back. Now, I need you all to take a picture of both your planning sheet and your final poster and email them to me. Along with that, include a short description about your picture and type out your word problem. For your homework next week, you will be responding to 3 different students about one thing you liked in their picture and the answer to their word problem. This will be done through a Padlet. The link will be emailed to you tomorrow after I get all the posters added. Thanks for working so hard. I'm excited to see all your creative ideas. Have a great day!